Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I don't know what the title is going to be yet, and I don't know why I feel like I have to say that, but we're about to be talking about some stuff. It's about to be a mixture of messages because God spoke so much to me, and it was different revelations throughout from this dream. Okay, so let me get into the dream. Oh, first of all, welcome back. If you are a returning subscriber, if you are a new subscriber, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so I'm going to be reading from my laptop, so I'm going to look up as much as possible. So God showed me a dream. Basically, it was me and my family. We were outside. We were just having normal family time. Like, there were some people outside and there were some people inside, right? So I'm in the house with some of my cousins, and there was like where I was standing at in the living room, I could see the planes. There were planes flying over, and I don't know, they looked like they were out of control almost. And then it got to the point where the weather started to get bad, so they started to crash into each other. Like, the pilots could not control the plane, so they were crashing into each other, and we just see smoke flying everywhere, stuff falling, debris falling from the planes, and they were landing into like the neighborhood and things like that. So I'm running outside to grab my family members to come in with me, and they were like, some of them came in and some of them wanted to stay outside. So after we get in the house, the people that came in the house with me, after we get in the house, tornado sirens start going off. So I'm running, like they're literally following me. I'm leading them outside to the backyard, which is very odd. So because who goes outside if you don't have a storm shelter outside? We get to this big tree or whatever. So there was a big tree in the middle of the yard, and so I was like, okay, we have to go down here. And I was like, just pretend we're going down. No, we were trying to take cover. No tornadoes ever actually hit the ground or whatever. So we ended up going back in the house, and I went in the bathroom. It was me, my cousin, and my sister. And so I was like, I was telling my sister, where is our other cousin? I'm not gonna say no names on here. And so she called the girl. She called her, and she was saying that she was on her way. She was picking up some stuff or whatever. And I was like, okay, she needs to hurry up so we can go to her house, so we can take shelter in their basement or whatever. And then that's when so I remember after my sister got the phone with her, I remember thinking like, okay, I'm about to get on Snapchat and I'm about to be like, okay, I'm about to tell these people like this, like, y'all didn't believe me, the prophecies that I was giving y'all didn't believe me. So I picked up my phone, I got on Snapchat, and I was like, this is exactly what God said is going to happen. What's happening now is exactly what God would, you know, I was saying like that, like kind of being like a I told you so person, which is not okay, never okay to be that way. And so one of my family members that was in the bathroom, I'm not going to say which one, but they were mimicking what I was saying, as if they were like trying to take credit for what like they were in the background, like trying to take credit or mimicking what I was saying to my audience. And so I remember looking at my phone like you can't be for real, like you're really doing this right now. And then the dream cut off. I have tons and tons of interpretations, okay, you guys. So the first interpretation I got, when we were all sitting outside gathered together minding our business, and then this stuff started happening, God is saying from this part of the dream that people are going to be unprepared. Like, people are going to be, they're not going to see this coming, because we're going to be living our lives as if nothing is going to happen to us. And when this does happen, it's going to be too late. It's gonna be too late. People are gonna be in the grocery stores trying to get stuff. They're gonna be trying to stock up on water and food and things like that, and it's honestly gonna be too late, because yeah, he says they're gonna be doing stuff by trying to get their affairs in order. That's gonna be the wrong time, because some people are not taking heed to this warning that he has been given. The family members that were refusing to come in the house, and I was like trying to force them to come in, they were like, no, God was telling me, and I know he's telling somebody else too, that you can't save everybody. You can't you can't take everybody with you where you're going, because a lot of people are just going to use you when you get there, you know. And some people are everybody's not supposed to go everywhere with you, right? So the big tree in my yard, right, it was in the backyard, and it was huge. It had outgrown where it was, and I was trying to take my family with me in that tree, like to that tree, to cover for like for protection and things like that, to take cover. That's what I'm trying to say, to take cover, because the tornado was coming. But we couldn't fit. We could not fit where we were. Like, even though the tree was big, we couldn't fit. And so God was, and I said, well, just pretend we're going down. And I tried to come up with a plan B in the dream, which was going to my cousin's house. So God was telling me that basically that tree in that yard represented a new family tree. Some people are going to be creating new family trees. Some people's families are not going to be supportive. Some people's family, God has been warning you about some people in your family, okay, that you cannot take with you where you're going. And because these people are going to manipulate you, they're going to try to use you, and they're just going to take from you. They're going to take from you. And it's going to be people that never believed in you, people that never supported you, people that talked bad about you, and they're going to be the ones with their hands out. And God is saying that where God is relocating you, you're going to be creating a new family tree. Family is not defined by blood, okay? Family is not defined by blood. So you're going to be creating a new family tree. This tree was bigger, this tree was stronger, the roots were strong, the roots was healthy, the tree was healthy, and that is just what you want. That is what you should want for yourself, okay? So I said some blood family members will no longer fit or be a part of it, and you don't need to pretend like they are. Don't make up a plan B for them to come with you, or to help, you know, help them, or give to, like, don't. If God says cut it off, cut it off. God led me to this Bible verse, and it says, it is Daniel 4:20-22, and it says, you saw a tree in your dream that grew large and strong. Its top touched the sky, and it could be seen from all over the earth. Its leaves were beautiful, and it had plenty of fruit for everyone to eat. It was a home for the wild animals, and its branches were nesting places for the birds. O king, you are that tree. You have become great and powerful, like the tall tree that touched the sky. Your power reaches to far parts of the earth. In my dream, I didn't see that. I just saw, like, I knew the tree was big. I knew it was tall. I didn't even look up to see how tall it was, but it was taller. Well, it was taller than the trees that we have in our backyard. We have pecan trees. We have 2 pecan trees in our backyard, and they were taller than that, and they were bigger, like bigger than those two. That one tree in my dream was bigger than those 2 trees that were put together. So God was saying that the places that he's taking you with your ministry, or whatever you're going to be doing, music, whatever it is that God has promised you, you're going to reach people all over the earth. Like, you're going to help people all over the earth. You're going to save people from all over the earth, okay? But also, part of this dream was, in the dream, the king was basically saying that what did he say? Because I put down what he said. The king said, so after all these things had happened for the king, he said, is this not Babylon the Great that I have built to be a royal residence by my vast power and for my majestic glory? God is saying, don't do that. Don't do that. But don't say that you did this for yourself. Don't say that, look at what I did this for myself. Don't get on a platform and publicly thank yourself, you know, because it can all be taken away from you. And to avoid it, don't do it. Don't praise or raise yourself up. Like, yes, it is, yes, God chose you, and yes, congratulate yourself, because you did the work. You did the work that God told you to do, and some of your family didn't do it. That's why it was passed down to you, and you did the work. But God is saying, don't be like, I did this for myself. I you know, don't forget God. Don't forget God. Because when you were by yourself, when you were lonely, you were crying, and you didn't have nobody, you called on God, okay? God chose you to do this, so don't forget him. He said continue to remain humble. So with my family member in the dream that I was having the issue with, like where they were basically mocking what I was saying, it was like they were trying to take credit for the prophecy that I had said or what I was saying on my social media. For one, don't get on social media. When it starts happening, don't get on social media. And being like the I told you so person, because that's not right, for one. But I think that happened in my dream for God to show me that people are going to try and take credit for your success. They're going to try to take credit for what happens to you, and or they're going to try to take it from you. You know, some people in your family, your immediate family, is trying to take credit for what's going on or for what God is giving you. Your success is going to cause conflict with some of your immediate family members, like your mother, your sisters, your brothers, and they're going to want to take that credit for themselves, or they're going to try to take credit for your success. They're going to say things that they did, and you know, don't let that happen, because nobody was there with you behind the scenes when you struggled, the sacrifices that you made, the tears that you have sown. Nobody did that but you. So don't let anybody take credit for what God is giving to you, okay? Because like I said, God chose you. You were the family member that God chose, and that is going to cause some conflict, because people are going to be wondering how and why you. So if it's not already happening to you, a word of advice is to start praying, you know, on how to handle specific situations like that, because there's definitely going to be some conflict within some families, and it's going to be close-knit family members, like immediate family members, and that's not good. That's not nice for somebody to try and take credit for something that you know that you worked for behind the scenes. So on the day that I wrote this, I said this dream came after I was taking the trash out, and it felt like my time at this location is short and I will be moving on soon, and that it was going to be hard for me to leave my family behind, but I'm going to have to do so. And like I was looking at, like I was literally outside, like looking around the neighborhood, because I grew up in this neighborhood, and this is like a childhood home. Like both my grandparents lived in this home, they got married in this house, and wow, I'm getting emotional, but I know I'm not the only person that's feeling like this. And so God is saying that it's going to be hard for some people to leave their families behind, but you're going to have to do that anyway. Because some of you are going to struggle leaving, because it's going to be taking you out of your comfort zone. It's a place that you have known for so long, a place that you are familiar with, and you're going to be moving to a foreign land. And it's not, I ain't saying like Japan or like Canada, but a different location, maybe a different state with their spouse. And that is where, you know, majority of your promise is going to be fulfilled. Like you are going to start where you are now, but it's going to go even further, like when you move, when you're out of the place that you're not supposed to be in. God's reminding me of the verse, the Bible verse is that the prophets cannot prosper in their hometown. They won't be accepted in their hometown, and that's probably part of the reason why God is moving a lot of people. But some of your family members are going to make you feel bad for leaving, but regardless of the situation, pray about it and move anyway. Go anyway, okay? Because you don't want to set yourself back. You are thinking about your future for your kids, how you are setting up generational wealth for your family. You are breaking generational curses in your family, and you are also creating wealth for God's people, for God's kingdom. So don't let the words and the enemy, because it's the spirits that people operate in, keep you from where God is calling you to. And God was reminding me when Rebecca was getting ready to leave to go to Isaac that her family tried to get her to stay for 10 more days. Don't do that. God, when God tells you to go, if he gives you a specific date and he tells you to go, put your foot down and you can go on that date. Don't delay yourself, okay? Because those 10 days could be, a lot can be done in 10 days, okay? So don't put anything else above what God has called you here to do. That's really it for this video. I know that was probably not so nice word, but God is preparing his people and he's letting you know ahead of time, like, there's going to be some conflict and some people are not going to like it. People are going to try to take credit for your success, and he's just preparing you for this, okay? So you know what to look forward to and what to expect, and it won't be nothing that catches you by surprise, because you're gonna be like, God told you this, I already knew this. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, comments and subscribe. And God, this is also new to me. I started putting it in my video, like my recent videos, description box. But God has led me to post payment methods for people who want to sow into my ministry. I don't know why it's taking me, I don't know. I'm very, very humble when it comes to like being a prophet and having a ministry, and I don't just go around bragging about it and anything like that. But God has led me to put payment methods below, so if you feel led to sow into this word or any other word that I post, there's going to be something below for you to do so. Once again, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.